message is for the collective. I've just asked Spirit to bless me with some messages for you, because I feel I need to do a collective reading before I get into my first Gemini reading. So I've already done my prayer, clears my head, clears the energy. I thought we would do some oracle cards. These just go really, really pretty. My nails. And I have some messages for the collective. This is not going to resonate with everybody, of course, because we all have different lives and different journeys, different intentions. I don't know if you can hear my funky music in the background. I just thought I'd give it a try. It's got to sound better than Fortnite. My kid playing Fortnite. Interesting one though. Let's have a look at these cards, see what we got. So we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Then we have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. I'll explain these cards in a minute. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Boy, karmic relationships are full of those. They're a cycle, by the way. You don't have to stay anywhere, especially if you're not being treated right. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Let me see if there's any other cards here. Having a lovely quiet Sunday. So it should be on a Sunday. You should just be at peace and rest and do housework in your own time. Spend time with friends. I quite like, you know, when I've been out to a party or something, to wake up the next day with friends, have some breakfast, relax before we go back to the real world. I haven't been out for a little while. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I imagine that's something to do with this soul plan here. Soul plans get interrupted because it has to happen, but they are quite interrupting by these karmic relationships. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. I feel like it's baby season coming. I've got friends who are having babies. I've got baby clothes in my house. It's been 10 years since I've had a baby. I'm past that chapter, I feel, at the moment. I'm almost 33. But they're for my friend, the cute little knitted baby clothes. Either someone's getting pregnant, someone's having a baby, maybe your partner's having a baby, or close friends. I feel like I'm almost having a baby. I can't, but if there's still these babies around at the moment, I might have to get a kitten. Any other messages in here to add to this? Oh yeah, just throw them around. taking those, it's too many. I don't want that many. This one. Maybe a couple more clear cards. Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I understand this. The world gets all too humanly with behaviour. Sometimes it's hard to stay separated from all of the toxicity and the conditioned stuff and all the things that people think they need to do, think they have to do. They think that life's about like money. Money's huge. What people will do for money. There's other ways to get stuff too. Like, you've got to be resourceful. It's not just money. And you know, at the end of the day, you can have a heap of money, but it's not going to buy you what you actually need. You know, it's not going to satisfy you. So, this protection, loyalty, safety, and trust, like this is what we all strive for. This is what we want. There's a lot of people at the moment realizing that they thought they were in safe, secure positions where there was loyalty and trust, and there wasn't. And a lot of people are waking up to this, and they're asking themselves, like, how long do I stay here? How long do I stay in this situation, pretending and manipulating myself that it's okay? Like, you cannot grow into a big, beautiful flower if you're letting someone keep you in a vase, you know. Or how do you grow into a big, yeah, my gardening metaphors. But you know what I mean. If you're awake and you see you're in a sticky situation, don't pull that wool over your eyes again. The longer you keep pulling that wool over your eyes and pretending like it's all okay, the harder it is it's going to be to leave, the more time you lose. You just kind of go around in circles, round in circles, round in circles. Go find your, you know, also your protection and loyalty, safety and trust. I've found mine with faith and in myself, but sometimes you need a little bit more than yourself. And friends, if you've got friends, call on them. This card activated Earth, power places, trust where you're led. We're led to some interesting places sometimes that we don't understand why. We don't, you know, we know it's part of the path. Some really powerful places. You know when you're in those powerful places, and when those little things connect and those synchronicities are there and the people all kind of, there's some real power behind that. Like, that is your soul path. When things start coming together like a little puzzle piece, like, that's your path lining up. That's your soul path that you chose before you even came here. These are STARSEED cards, so they're not for the muggles. Karmic relationships. I've learnt a lot about these over the last 8 months, I think. Like the polarity, the soul growth, the conflict, it's the real yin and the yang. Like, we have to have these dramas and these conflict so that we kind of, we get frustrated, but it, you know, it gets a little bit messy and turmoil, but in that darkness and that turmoil and the, you know, all our emotions are forced to come out. Like, that's where we learn, it's where we click, where we like, that's why that happened. That's why they're doing that. That's why I feel like this. You know, it all eventually, you know, your answers come out and you can kind of put the piece together. But I'm understanding lately that you can't do that as you go. I always want to know what's going on before it happens. Or while it's happening. And most things you don't know what's happened until it's happened. And then even then it takes a little while to figure it out, what's going on. And then, you know, some things you look way back and you don't see for years later why it actually happened. You know, it's a totally different understanding to one you had then. So just let it happen. Follow your intuition. Don't try to control things that you can't. I'm talking to me too. Because they're going to happen, whether you like it or not, whether you try it or not. And sometimes, you know, the more we want something to happen, and we try to force it, the more, you know, the less chance we have to get it. Like, it can push it away from us. And then at times, you know, you have to grab it. But these karmic relationships, don't fight them, because they're here to teach us, like, learn your lesson and move on. When you learn your lesson from these karmic relationships and you move on, that's when your soulmate comes in. That's when, you know, you can heal and you can be with who you're meant to be with. Have the friendships you're meant to have. You know, the relationships with your family. You can have those boundaries. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. People putting this stuff on you. You know, those moments that you have, you've got an issue and you go to a boss, or you go to, you know, a family, or you go to a friend and you tell them what the problem is, and they, like, completely come back with some other stuff that has nothing to do with you, and they just load all their shit on you, all their problems, all their blah blah blah, and you're sitting there like, what's that got to do with me though? So I'm struggling because you've got this stuff going on, I've got stuff going on, but you don't see me. Let it go. Anything that's not yours or doesn't serve you anymore, stop taking on other people's stuff. Stop letting them load it onto you, because it's theirs and you can't fix it. Anyway, star ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. When we block our intuition, we don't see, which, you know, a lot of bad low vibes and stuff do, they block our intuition. Fear blocks our intuition if we're scared of doing something. If we, like, self-doubt blocks our intuition. And when we block our intuition, it's just a mess. I've done it a couple of times, naturally. And you lose yourself a little bit. You lose your wisdom. You just got to kind of pull yourself out of there. Pull that perspective right back. And be like, hang on a minute. And really, you know, pull yourself away and pray too. If you get lost, just, you know, ask for reassurance. Ask Spirit to help you out. Ask them to clear your vision, because it gets quite murky sometimes, especially if you've got a lot of other people with a lot of fear and stuff around you. Times are a little bit hard at the moment, and there's quite a bit of it around. There's a lot of angry people around. Frustration, stress. That doesn't have to be you. You don't ever have to lower your vibes to meet them on their level. Don't do that. Then you got to climb back up, and they're not going to help you. They're going to hold on to you. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Doesn't necessarily mean babies either. Well, babies doesn't necessarily mean human babies. You know, it can be birth of a new business idea, a new life idea, like a change in the way you live, something exciting, something that's birthing, something that's coming. Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. This card is just so relatable, because, you know, the closer we get to spirituality and to figuring our things out, and, you know, the taller, the higher we get on that mountain of magic, and, you know, and the amazing things in the world, and being able to see, and wisdom, and that clarity, and, you know, the 5D and connection, we don't really feel like, you know, we belong here at times, because we're in such a black and white world sometimes. But you've just got to, what I do really is I just connect and stay connected with those people who feel like sunshine. You know, there's people who, they just, you know, give you heaps of aroha. They're there for you. They don't judge you. Things that you have, that you own, things that make you happy. Go for a run, go for a dance, go out to dinner, go hang out with a friend, do something that to make you happy, to make you remember, you know, that we don't all have to fit in, and it's pretty damn good if we don't fit in, because if you don't fit in, you know, I don't want to be in a square. I'm not a square. I've tried to put myself in, you know, a square. I've had people try to squish me in there and it doesn't work. So remember, you know, we're not from here, but we've got to do our best in making this place a beautiful place and full of love, and we've got to spread that compassion, and we've got to heal. We've got to heal this world. So do your part, even though you might feel like a little bit of an alien sometimes, or a fallen star. Some of us are fallen stars. So this is just a short reading for today. If this resonated with you and, you know, helped you, gave you any clarity, resonated with what you're going through at the moment, I hope it brings you a little bit closer to faith in yourself and in our Creator. I really am just here to help, and I just want to share my wisdom, share my gifts with you.